Welcome again to another episode of Miami Cop Talk. Miami Cop Talk. One community, one voice. We want to thank our sponsors, Miami Tactical again, Mainland Marlins, Share Your Heart, New Era Alliances, Tommy, our producer. We have a lot of people jumping on board and supporting our show. If I didn't mention your name, sorry. Call us, visit us at MiamiCopTalk.com. I'm here with my co-host, Robert Asensio, and we have a great guest. Officers spend a lot of time on their feet, walking the beat, and we have an excellent guest with us. Do you want to introduce our guest, Robert?
Absolutely. So again, it is also my honor to introduce Dr. Adrianna Strimbu. I may have mispronounced your name, and I will ask you if I did mispronounce it. My apologies. So better get the enunciation of the name. But this is a young lady who is a doctor, a podiatrist, specialty of the feet, something we very seldom really care for about. I mean, how many times in your 30 years of public service did you ever consider going to a foot doctor? Yet I'm sure you had a bunch of problems with your feet.
Absolutely. Your back pains, you're buying Dr. Scholl's, you're doing this, or you're changing your sneakers, boots, and whatnot. But we don't focus on what we stand on, our entire lives, which are our feet. Podiatry is a big deal. And I want to thank Dr. Adrianna for being here. If you want to go ahead and give us a little bit about your background and share, I know you're with Miami Podiatry Association. Go ahead and speak to our audience and share a little bit about what you do and what you can do to help our first responder and community as a whole.
Okay, thank you so much for having me. First of all, Mr. Asensio, you did pronounce my name correctly. Thank you so much. So I am a podiatrist. I'm working at my clinic in Hallandale, Florida, and I'm the president of the Miami-Dade Association. I also am involved with Florida State Podiatric Medical Association. I work with the public affair. I'm the chair of public affair there. So as podiatrists, we see that especially during the COVID pandemic now, a lot of people are ignoring their feet. And just as your health is important overall, your feet are just as important as your total health of the body. And a lot of times, like you guys said, people tend to forget about the feet, and especially a lot of diabetics who have problems, and we know that diabetics have a lot of complications due to infections from the feet. So ignoring your feet is not a good idea. And also for the officers over there who spend a long hours on their feet, it's important that they take care of their feet, wear the right shoes and all that. So if they have any pain, it's very important to visit the podiatrist. So, and there are things that I know people are concerned about COVID, to come into the office, not to come, but there are things that we can do through telemedicine, that you don't have to come into our office if you think that you don't want to risk your life, or you don't want to get COVID or concern. There are things that we can do through the telemedicine. And there are things that, we do recommend you must come into the office. So what are these things? Telemedicine is reserved for non-urgent care problems like arthritis or a heel pain or something minor. And then if you have something more serious like a wound or redness, or you're a diabetic and you're concerned that you bumped your toe and did you have a fracture or anything like that, of course, those things we recommend that people come in the clinic. And, if you come in the clinic, you don't have to be concern, oh wow, would I be exposed to COVID? Because we take a lot of precautions when it comes to protect people during the pandemic right now, especially when we checking temperature before people come in the clinic. We perform a comprehensive screening through questionnaires. We wear masks. Also, our staff wears masks. We limit the time of the patient waiting in the waiting room. Also, we don't allow duplicate appointments. We try to keep patients in and out and not to have contact with each other. So we practice social distances. And we also do the deep cleaning between the patients. So you don't have to worry about that. So we take all these precautions.
So absolutely, let's not ignore our preventive care, right?
Correct.
And treatment of conditions. Doctor, real quick, because we
Yes.
have 4 minutes, and I want to make sure that we advertise. If anyone wants to get a hold of you, learn more about podiatry and the association, 2 points of contact: your point of contact and the associations, so they can find a doctor near them.
Okay, so my point of I'm Dr. Adrianna Strimbu. Our office phone number is 954-455-9404. My office address is 404 North Federal Highway in Hallandale, Florida. I have a website, which is hallandalebeachfootdoctor.com. You're welcome to check that out. We also invite you to visit our association website, www.fpma.org. Over there, we have a listing of all the podiatrists and how you can get in contact with them throughout Florida. And those are the contact points for them.
Doctor, I have a brief question. I want to give your phone number again. It's 954-455-9404. You're in the beautiful city of Hallandale Beach. I know the chief of police out there, Sonia Quinones. Shout out to her. I would have to ask you this question because a lot of the people in my family are practicing this. Very quickly, if you could give us an answer. Grounding, walking barefooted. I see that a lot of my family members do that. What do you say about that?
Yeah, so walking barefooted, it's a no-no, but also you have to pay attention what kind of shoes are you wearing and what kind of arch supports, especially if you're a diabetic. You don't want to walk barefoot. That's number one. And number two, you have to make sure that the shoes fit you correctly. They're not too tight, that you wear the diabetic inserts. And for the non-diabetic patients, we have what it's called orthotics, which are inserts that we put in the shoe. It can be custom or it can be prefabricated. And those help with pain in your feet, also with your knees, with your back. Like mainly what they do, they align your body. So it takes pain away from different places within your body.
That's good information. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And again, your phone number is 954-455-9404. You're located in Hallandale Beach. Do you have any parting words, Robert?
Absolutely. For those of you that are just joining us or cannot remember the good doctor's name, which is up on the screen.
Strimbu, Adrianna Strimbu.
She is a physician, a podiatrist, the foot doctor. But listen, I know that you mentioned to me that you're very civically engaged and you want to do an event in the near future. I would like 2 things from you. One, more information so we can share that event and make sure that it is a success, because I think that what you guys do, providing care pro bono to the community, is incredibly needed.
We're going to put our information on our website.
Yep. The other thing that I was going to ask for was those tips and those advice. We like to keep you in the mix of what we're doing, right? Get you involved in the family inclusion to be able to provide information. We have a resource page on our website, miamicoptalk.com, which we'd like to add those tips and some reference points. Can you help us get that information consolidated and get it up on the website?
That would be great. So can I tell you like in a minute, summary of what we're planning to do? So what we're trying to do with the public affair, with the association, we really want to take care of the underserved and people who cannot afford, and make a diabetic awareness. April, actually, it's Foot Health Awareness Month. Wow. And we would like to donate some socks to those people who cannot afford, like clinics, maybe like Camila's House or any of these clinics that have people who can take advantage of this socks. And we want to do that throughout the state. And we're going to have a shipment in Orlando, one in Tampa, and one here in Miami.
We're going to put your information on our website. That's miamicoptalk.com. We're going to put your information on there, and we're going to hopefully collaborate with you more.
Get on a podcast. Let's
And,
throw us on a
we'll
podcast.
maybe get you on one of our podcasts so we can speak to the community. Being on your people don't realize how important being on your feet is. Especially healthy feet. Yeah. It's an important thing.
As I walk away
I mean, I appreciate the fact that Robert gives me a foot massage every time we start the show, right before we start the show.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not the same thing.
Kicking the
Yeah, it's not the same thing. We definitely need to have medical attention provided to every area of our body, including our feet. Very important. We spend our whole life on our feet, in one way or another. So our shoes are very important. I'm sure you give advice to people on what kind of shoes based on the activities that they conduct in their daily lives. So we're going to put your information on our website, miamicoptalk.com. And as we close out the show, Robert, you got some parting words for the good doctor in our community?
Just doctor, we love to continue the conversation, collaboration, look forward to helping people. And think about this. Here you have the medical community providing a service free of charge in this project that they're about to embark on to people in need. And often police officers are called to events or scenes because people have needs, unmet needs. So we're building this bridge of community supporters, stakeholders to be able to better help the community and announce the great work that they're doing. Doctor, I can't thank you enough. I hope you, the baby, and the family are doing well.
Thank you so much.
Look forward to speaking with you in the next couple days on our podcast, miamicoptalk.com.
Thank you for having me.
All righty. And as we get ready to close out, last shout out to our community sponsors, Miami Tactical, Mainland Marlins, Share Your Heart, New Orleans, Mainland Marlins podcast every day, 15 minutes in the morning. On Wednesdays, Tommy, what's the time?
2 or 3 o'clock.
2 or 3 o'clock. He knows what he's talking about. Mainland Marlins. Go visit him on Facebook, Mainland Marlins. And some of the players should listen in also. They could get some good tips.
Has the team put you on payroll?
No, not yet.
Yeah. All right. So thank you for joining us in another episode of Miami Cop Talk. Visit our website, miamicoptalk.com. Robert?
Join us. Talk to you soon. Bye.